National Division. And we have St. Anthony's coming down from Long Beach, taking on Francis Parker from here in the San Diego area for the first game of this tournament. Again, good morning. I'm Andrew Jensen alongside Thomas Conroy. And Thomas, it's always fun every year coming here, seeing some of the best teams from across the nation. And this year we have a great matchup to start things off.
Yeah, it's the St. Anthony Saints coming in 6-0. And as you said, a little bit, 7 players won't be able to play today due to getting eligible. They won't be eligible until the first of the year. So I'm not going to see their full roster, but they're still very talented nevertheless, as they'll be led by junior point guard Justin Frazier, who averages 14.5 points. It's going to be very fun and exciting to see him out there on the court this afternoon.
Yeah, St. Anthony, again, coming down from Long Beach, going to be without 2 of their star players. Eric Cooper Jr., the son of the head coach, who's going to play his college ball at the University of Arizona. Unfortunately, he won't be eligible until January. And they're going to be without Kyle Benton, the senior who's headed to Portland State next year to continue his basketball career. He will be not suited up today as well. On the other end, Francis Parker has one of the better underclassmen in California, and Evan Fitzner, only a junior, and being looked at by a dozen schools right now from all across the Pac-12 and surrounding conferences in California. And so we should have a great matchup today with big guys from Francis Parker against the speed of St. Anthony.
Yeah, you got to be. They have to definitely be concerned with themselves with Fitzner, listed a junior at 6'9" forward. So they really got to control him around the basket and not allow him to take control of the game. They're here early on.
St. Anthony comes in with a 6-0 record. Meanwhile, Francis Parker with 3-1. St. Anthony is coached by head coach Eric Cooper and Francis Parker by Jim Tomey. Again, Francis Parker from the San Diego area, very close, actually right across the street, basically, from the University of San Diego. And so they're making the 20-minute drive up north here to the Del Mar area, and St. Anthony coming down from Long Beach. St. Anthony will be the designated road team. They're in their road purple uniforms with the white trim. Meanwhile, Parker with the white and brown and gold trim. And we are underway. The tip is up, and St. Anthony controls it as Tony Warwick, the point guard, has it for the Saints. Warwick from straight away, dribbles over towards the left side, gets past his defender, and throws it back up top over to Nails. Nails back over to Justin Frazier, the junior, averaging about 14 points a game, 13 on the shot clock. Ball knocked away by Khalil Jenkins. Jenkins gets it up to Evan Fitzner, and Fitzner takes it in. Nice pass, and it's going to be whistled off. A charge is going to be called on Fitzner. So the big guy, the star for the Lancers, picks up his first foul early in this one.
Yeah, great taking of the charge there by Alexander Nails, number 24, as he stood his ground, and Fitzner kind of got crossed up there. I thought he was going to go straight to the hole, saw an open man, and then got the charge.
Tony Warwick, the point guard, again being guarded by Khalil Jenkins, the sophomore, one of the better defenders in the San Diego section for his age. Only a sophomore. I've seen him play growing up, and a great player is Khalil Jenkins. Shot is up and no good from Ross, and the rebound comes down to Parker, and we have a foul going against St. Anthony.
Yeah, a little too aggressive there. Tony Warwick, the senior, trying to take a steal away from Fitzner's pass underneath the basket.
So Warwick with his first, the team's first. Just underway here, no score, 7:05 left in the first quarter with Francis Parker and St. Anthony going toe-to-toe. Jenkins brings up over now to David LeBaron. Back to Jenkins. Jenkins straight away to LeBaron on the left wing. Down to Cross. Andrew Cross has it. Double team. Swings over to Jenkins. Jenkins on the right wing. Nice crossover. Dribbles off somebody's foot, and they're going to say it's off of St. Anthony. Yes. No, it's going to stay here, I believe.
Okay.
It's going to stay with Francis Parker.
I guess Warwick, it must have went off for Warwick's foot.
Fitzner gets the inbound pass, floats it up, got it. And Evan Fitzner gets his first bucket of the game. Credit Khalil Jenkins with the assist.
Yeah, great inbounds pass, and Fitzner went up right with the ball.
Up top, over to Alexander Nails. Nails back over to Warwick. Warwick just in front of the half-court line. 19 on the shot clock. Warwick now dish off to Nails. Nails fires and misses, and the rebound comes down to Cross of Parker. Cross is going to bring it up himself, then throws the ball away as Frazier comes up with it, and the ball is knocked away, but it will stay with the Saints of St. Anthony.
Yeah, great reaction there by number 14, LeBaron, coming back to knock that ball out of the hands of J.J. Spears.
Ball is knocked away. Fitzner comes up with it. They're trying to get Spears in the post, but the ball was knocked away. Cross has it over to Fitzner. Back over to David LeBaron. LeBaron gets over to Bryce Fitzner, the older brother of Evan. Back up to Bryce. Bryce swings it over to Cross for three. Got it. Andrew Cross, the freshman, bombs a three from the wing. And Parker has an early 5-0 lead with 5:37 left here in the first quarter.
Great ball movement by the Lancers on that possession and waiting for the open man to get open, and with that three, nice shot.
Pass up top over to Spears. Spears puts up a tough shot from the free throw line. Won't go. Fitzner with the rebound. Cross has it now. Cross drives in, has the ball knocked away, and it will stay with the Lancers as J.J. Spears couldn't keep it from going out of bounds. And the Parker Lancers will inbound from underneath.
Great play by Spears coming back on defense to make that a tough shot and knocked it out of bounds.
Fitzner from mid-range off the back of the rim. Rebound comes down to St. Anthony. Reverse layup is up and won't go from Warwick. Rebound comes to Jenkins. Jenkins pulls up from mid-range. His shot is off the back of the rim, no good. Quickly out to Warwick, and Warwick wisely will reset as he had Fitzner right behind him. Work down low. The ball stripped away as Jonathan Ross tried to come up with a turnaround shot, but stripped away before the shot was attempted. 5-0 our score, 4:42 left. Fitzner from the corner. It's short. Rebound comes down to St. Anthony. Warwick has the ball stripped away, but they're going to say he was fouled. The question is, was he going up?
I love the play there by Warwick. He took it, he challenged the defense, went right after them. Last time he moved it back, kind of set up the offense. That time took the opening and went to the goal and now drew a foul, and he'll go to the foul line.
Tony Warwick will shoot two and try to get the Saints on the board. The senior point guard puts up free throw number one. That one is short. As we have subs coming in for St. Anthony. Free throw is up, and second one no good. So two missed free throws from Warwick. Rebound comes down to Parker. Cross bringing the ball up. Cross over to LeBaron. LeBaron swings over to Jenkins. Jenkins on the wing. Over to Cross. Cross thought about the three. Back to Jenkins. 17 on the shot clock. 5-0 Parker on top. Jenkins on the left wing picks up his dribble up to Fitzner. Fitzner fires the three from straight away. It won't go. LeBaron with the offensive rebound. Back out to Jenkins. Back to Fitzner. Fitzner swings to the corner to his brother, Bryce Fitzner. His three won't go. Ball stripped away, goes out of bounds. It will stay with Parker.
Showing great patience there is the Lancers there. Keep moving the ball until they get that open shot. And that time it was the senior, Bryce Fitzner, in the corner, just a little bit short. But I like the patience, and that's what they need against this talented St. Anthony squad.
Bryce Fitzner, turnaround shot is good. And the lead up to 7. 7-0 halfway through this first quarter, and St. Anthony has yet to get on the board.
Yeah, it's been a Fitzner party, him and his brother combining for all 7 points.
Warwick from the free throw line swings out. Now from the corner, three is no good from Drew Reed. The rebound comes down to Bryce Fitzner. He'll get it over to Cross. Cross on the left wing. Swings up top to Jenkins. Jenkins back to Cross. Now Fitzner will fire a three from the wing. That was Evan Fitzner, but the shot won't go. And the rebound comes down to the Saints. Quickly pushing forward is Warwick. 3:15 left in the quarter. And St. Anthony again will try to get on the board here with this possession. Reed, well behind the three-point line, dribbles straight away. Still well behind the three-point line, being guarded by Jenkins. Down to 12 on the shot clock. Warwick drives in, spins out. Warwick gets it back, fires a three. His shot is an air ball, but the loose ball is picked up and put up and in from Jonathan Ross. And the Saints get on the board.
Very talented sophomore. Averages over 13.5 points right there. Picked it up right underneath the basket. Nobody boxed him out for the easy hoop.
Jenkins from straight away. Being guarded by Drew Reed. Over to Cross now. Cross to Bryce Fitzner. He's going to fire a long two. It's an air ball. Evan Fitzner saves it back out the cross. The shot clock did not reset. 9 on the shot clock. Evan Fitzner is hammered as he goes up for a shot. Won't score it, but he will head to the line to shoot 2. Evan Fitzner with 2 points in the early going will head to the line and try to extend Parker's lead. They lead 7-2 with 2:19 left in the first. So Fitzner at the line, the junior. Free throw number 1 is good. And the first thing you notice about this Parker team, they are very balanced. They have big guys, they have small guards, they have kind of your wingman type player. They are very deep. And this Parker team will be a tough out in the San Diego section. As Fitzner knocks down the second free throw as well. 9-2, 2:15 left. Ball knocked away. Jenkins has it for the Lancers. Jenkins pulls back to Fitzner, thought about the 3. Over to the corner from LeBaron. He will shoot the 3, but it won't go. Warwick with the rebound. Warwick out to J.J. Spears. Spears has it knocked away, but he was fouled, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2. The junior will look for his first points. St. Anthony has really struggled getting anything going offensively in the early going.
Yeah, it took the early morning drive from Long Beach down here, so they I don't think they have their legs quite ready right yet. It's tough to kind of warm up, and after the drive, you've been sitting around once they got here. The conclusion of the first game with Torrey Pines at the home school playing their game, and then now actually starting the national division of the tournament. And so it's going to take them a little bit to kind of get underneath themselves leg-wise here in this first game.
Second free throw is good. So 1 of 3, so 1 of 4 so far in the ball game from the line for the Saints. Lead is 9-3. 1:53 left here in the first. Fitzner in the paint has it knocked away, but he'll be whistled for a travel first, and the ball go back to the Saints. So not only does St. Anthony have to make the trip down and play the early morning game, keep in mind it is the day after Christmas, so a lot of these guys have a lot going on for the holiday and then have to get in game mode. It's always a tough draw to get the early morning game in this tournament, especially if you're coming from out of town.
Yeah, it unfortunately that's the way it is, and that's why you see a lot of schools from out of town get upset here in the first game for that reason. It's just a lot to ask.
1:39 left, 9-3 turnover for St. Anthony. Will give it back to Parker. Michael Pelaez will have it now for the Lancers, another freshman on this Parker team, and we have an issue with the clock. So we'll have to restart this possession as they'll go back to the side to get it inbounded again. And Pelaez, the freshman point guard. To Cross. Back to Pelaez, over to the corner. To Connor Polk, who's checked in. Polk has the ball knocked away and turns it over. Spears has it at the free throw line. Back up top to Reed. Reed will fire over to the wing. Three-point shot is no good from Frazier. Loose ball is corralled by the Saints, so they'll get another crack at it. Jordan Anderson, the junior guard, is able to corral it for St. Anthony. Back up top to Drew Reed. 9-3 the score. Parker on top with a minute to go in this first quarter. Frazier thought about the 3, back out to Reed. Reed will fire the 3, and he won't get it, and the rebound comes down to LeBaron of Parker. About a 16-second differential between the shot and game clock here to end this first quarter. Mid-range jump shot is short from LeBaron. Offensive rebound from Fitzner. His shot is short. And the Saints have it. Spears throws the ball away. He was trying to find his guard, Drew Reed, up top, but threw it over his head. And Parker will get it back with 27.5 left in the quarter, and the shot clock will be turned off.
Yeah, rushed that pass right there, Andrew. Didn't need to he wasn't getting double teamed, so he had enough time to throw it back outside to his point guard. He just rushed it when threw it over the head of Reed for the turnover.
Plays over to LeBaron, to Bryce Fitzner, now to Cross. 18 on the clock. Plays has it straight away. He throws the ball away. Spears has it. J.J. Spears pulls up from the free throw line, and he can't get the bounce. Fight for the loose ball, and it's going to be a jump ball. The arrow is pointing towards Parker.
Yeah, sloppy. Both teams have left a lot of points on the court here in this first quarter. Neither one of these coaching staffs are going to be extremely pleased with the way they have played here in this initial quarter of the tournament. So it can only get better for both of these sides, and really, you got to believe the Saints got to be real happy with this quarter as it's coming to an end. They're only down right now 6 points.
Pillay fires at the buzzer, off the glass, won't go. Look good, but just a little too hard. So that will do it for the first quarter. 9-3, Francis Parker has the early lead over St. Anthony.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here this afternoon? Then tell your school to sign up for Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all of their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Play On Sports is now on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter, and you can have access to thousands of live and on-demand games at YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
I'm Andrew Jensen alongside Thomas Conroy from Torrey Pines High School in northern San Diego County for this Under Armour Holiday Classic, which we have the privilege to do every year, and we've been doing it for a while, and always a treat seeing some of the athletes here and you know, looking over. We've been doing this for about 6 years now, and I can seriously name about 10 players that are playing major Division I or in the NBA now that have played in this particular tournament. So it's definitely prestigious and a lot of fun. If you're in the area in Southern California, definitely make the trip down or up or wherever you're coming from.
I can just
remember, I'll be here all weekend.
Excuse me, I can just remember a few years ago, Michael Gilchrist and
Kyrie
Irving showing up here. And that's an interesting story. We'll get to it as the game goes on about traveling and their school, St. Anthony's of Jersey.
So 7:45 left in the second quarter, just underway here in the second. St. Anthony has it. Spears has it from straight away, drives in, has the ball knocked away, goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Saints.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness of J.J. Spears. He came up top of the key, saw an opening in the lane, went for it, get the defense to converge on him, knocked it away. But I like that aggressiveness offensively. I think that's what we're going to have to do more here in the second quarter.
Spears drives baseline, puts up a tough shot, misses everything, and a fight for the loose ball and
tie up,
arrow pointing towards the Lancers. So you got to give credit to Parker's defense right now. Nothing coming easy for the Saints. Every shot is contested and very few open looks.
Yeah, and they recognize that they're not as athletically sound as St. Anthony, so they got to be more deliberate on the offensive end. And I love that extra pass that they're executing here just far to get that open shot, and they've executed it nicely here in the first quarter.
LeBaron to Bryce Fitzner. Fitzner swings it out. Three-point shot attempt from Polk is good. Connor Polk knocks down the first three of the second quarter, and the lead is boosted up to 9, 12-3, 7:03 left.
Fitzner brought the defense towards him, Andrew, kicked it out for Polk for an easy three.
Nail swings it up top. Three-point shot is short from Justin Frazier, and a foul on the rebound attempt, and I believe that is going against Jonathan Ross. That is the case. Jonathan Ross getting called for his first personal. The second team foul.
Quickly, the leading scorers, Andrew, in the first quarter for Francis Parker. It was Bryce Fitzner with 5, and his brother Evan Fitzner with 4. And for St. Anthony Saints, it was Jonathan Ross led them with 2 points.
12-3, 6:35 left in the first half. Pillay is a freshman point guard up to cross his freshman counterpart. At the 2 guard for Parker. Nice crossover and fires a 3, but it's an air ball, and it'll go back to St. Anthony. So this Parker team, again, is going to be a team to be reckoned with. Evan Fitzner only a junior, and then you have 2 freshmen that get significant playing time. So a team that's traditionally pretty solid in the San Diego section continues that with some great players. And St. Anthony, on the other hand, has a lot of great players that will become eligible come January when the new semester comes, and they're going to be a team to be reckoned with as well.
And of course, Coach Tomey coached at University of San Diego High School for a long time before he went to San Diego State as an assistant under Steve Fisher, and then got back into the San Diego High School game right here at Francis Parker. So he's legendary, and you know that's going to be a solid program once he took over the Lancers.
And they've had a lot of great players come through the program since Tomey has been there. They have Delonte Dunklin, who signed with Santa Barbara, although I believe he had transferred since. And then they had Tyler Bernardini, who is playing across the country, I believe, at Penn. And they've had a lot of top-tier talent over the years. Shot no good from St. Anthony's. Jonathan Ross gets his own rebounds, and a whistle is blown. And a foul is going to be called on Khalil Jenkins. That is his third personal, and that's a big blow. He's going to have to come out. You'd think he would have to come out as one of the key defenders here on this Parker team, but Tomey not reaching for any subs at the moment.
Well, he's playing that the youngster now can recognize that he cannot get that fourth foul here in the first half. So he has to be smart offensively and defensively on the court.
J.J. Spears, nice turnaround shot from the free throw line. Got it. Beautiful shot there from Spears. His first bucket of the game, and the lead now down to 7, 12-5.
Got the step on the defender once he got in the lane. That was going to be an easy shot for J.J.
Jenkins from straight away, swings over to Evan Fitzner. Back to Jenkins. Pelays now the point guard over to Bryce Fitzner. Has the ball knocked away, and St. Anthony comes up with it. Frazier, dish down low, and shot is up and no good from Alexander Nails. And the rebound comes down to the Lancers.
Yeah, Rush's shot there, Nails. Could have waited a little bit and maybe made a better shot off glass.
Jenkins from straight away over to Bryce Fitzner. His shot from the free throw line off the back of the rim. Too strong, and the rebound comes down to Frazier. Frazier gets it on over to Jonathan Ross. Ross swings it across court. A long two-point shot is good.
Alton Lister Jr.
knocks down his first field goal, the son of a former NBA player, Alton Lister. And the lead down to 5. So St. Anthony, if you're just watching the game, you'd think they've been playing outplayed in the early going, but only trailed by 5 as they're making a push here in the second quarter.
Oh, smart play by Spears.
Turnover from Parker, and St. Anthony will try to build on this strong second quarter. 4:24 left in the first half. 12-7, Parker leads. Ross on the wing. Nice pass down low. And we have a foul as J.J. Spears was going up underneath, and he was hit. And I believe that's going to go against, that's Evan Fitzner. That's his second personal. So foul problems starting to become an issue here for the Lancers.
And they definitely don't want Evan Fitzner to get into foul trouble. So he has to play a lot smarter there. Came over, just didn't move his feet, guarded with his hands, and that's always a problem for a basketball player.
And the free throw is good from Spears, his third point. And it's been a tale of 2 quarters thus far as Parker really dominated that first quarter, and St. Anthony seems to have settled in here in the second quarter.
Well, they got their legs underneath them, Andrew, like we were talking about, and they're playing a lot better and really forcing, that kind of let their athleticism take over on the court here.
Jenkins, follow-away shot won't go. Bryce Fitzner with the offensive rebound, puts it up and in.
Well, he had to fight 2 defenders to get that offensive rebound. Nice play by the senior.
Frazier from straight away. Swings over to the wing. Frazier has it back. Pulls up from 3. It's off the side of the rim. Rebound comes down to Polk. Jenkins has it now from straight away. 3.5 to go here in the first half. 14-8. Parker on top. Pelays has it. Trying to get in the lane. Out to Polk. Polk from 3. Got it.
Well, he seems deadly from both corners as he hits another good 3. Connor Polk, the senior.
And that boosts the lead back up to 9. Driving in on the other end is J.J. Spears, who scores the bucket and is fouled. So Spears trying to answer the old-fashioned way from three-point play. Spears with his 5th point of the quarter, looking for number 6 here at the line.
And I like the way he slashed through the defense again. Challenge them, and they're guarding with their hands, and you're going to lose that battle every time, as number 11, Connor Polk, the senior, picked up his first foul on that play. Quick change, Drew Reed coming in for the Saints, and leaving is Justin Frazier. A pair of juniors exchanging places on the court.
And Khalil Jenkins will check out here with his 3 fouls, as Coach Tomey gambled a little bit there, keeping him in for a few minutes after he picked up that 3rd, but no further damage done. And the free throw rattles in from Spears. Lead back down to 6. 17-11 plays, bringing the ball up with 3:02 left in the first half. Plays, swings it out to Polk. Polk drives baseline, and should be a travel. It is a travel. Polk is a little bit surprised, but that was the right call from the official.
Yeah, he should have went hard to the glass. He had the space and the opening to do that. He got a little intimidated by the height of the Saints and then chose not to take that shot.
So Tony Warwick, in relation to your Syracuse buddy, Hakeem Warwick?
I don't think so.
Warwick from the left wing, being guarded by Cross, swings it back over to Frazier. 12 on the shot clock.
I know there's a foot advantage between the two.
At least. Mid-range jump shot rattles out from Ross, and the rebound is corralled by St. Anthony with a fresh shot clock. That's Drew Reed. Reed swings it back out to Ross. Ross swings it over to his big man, J.J. Spears. Spears has it knocked away, gets the loose ball, puts it up, can't score it, and fight for the loose ball. Polk dives for it.
Oh, he's out of bounds. Sorry.
That is the right call there, as Carson Marlborough dove and got possession of it, but he was laying out of bounds with it, and we'll give it to Parker.
Boy, Spears did everything right there, Andrew, except put the ball in the basket. He took an initial shot, it was short. He followed his shot up with a great offensive rebound. Couldn't put it in the net, and that's frustrating. I've been there.
Cross to Pelays. Bryce Fitzner. Driving in, back out to Pelays. Nice pass down low. And the shot is up and won't go from LeBaron. Nice look, though, from the freshman point guard. LeBaron just couldn't finish.
Oh, Blaze did a great no-look pass. Kept the defense stand still for a moment.
Drive in, ball stripped away from Ross. And Fitzner comes up with the loose ball. Bryce Fitzner comes up with it. And Parker calls the timeout with 1:24 left here in the first half. The Lancers on top by 6, 17-11.
Under Armour is presenting sponsor of the Under Armour is the presenting sponsor of the 23rd annual Holiday Classic at Torrey Pines. A proud supporter of high school athletics, Under Armour's technology is complex, but his mission is simple: to make all athletes better through passion, design, and relentless pursuit of innovation. To find out more or place an order, visit UnderArmour.com today. And today's game is also brought to you by Give It. Highlights life expected epic moments with Give It. And also by Lucky Duck Foundation, whose mission is to raise awareness and funds for charitable causes. And also the Torrey Pines Bank, where business gets done.
I'm Andrew Jensen alongside Thomas Conroy. Again, game 1 of several. We'll be covering the entire first round and then the winner's bracket from there on out live here on Play On Sports. Again, game 1. The next one, Army-Navy from Army-Navy Academy, who's located close by in Carlsbad, not far from where we are now, against Lincoln High coming down from Tacoma, Washington. And that should be a heck of a matchup.
Looking forward to seeing the big man, the 7-footer for Army-Navy. Nade averages over 11 points per game.
We have a good one to finish up here first, 17-11. Parker has the ball and the lead. LeBaron up top to Bryce Fitzner. He's going to fire a 3. It's an air ball. And Reed comes up with a loose ball.
It didn't have its feet set, Fitzner. That's why it was an air ball on that shot.
Warwick drives in, swings it up to Reed, but will throw it over his head. It will be a backcourt violation. Give it back to Parker. So right now, St. Anthony's having a problem with turnovers, as they've had several here in the first half.
Yeah, second backcourt violation, and that's almost unheard of at this level.
Cross being guarded by Reed. Cross crosses over. LeBaron for three. Got it.
Oh.
That's the third three of the quarter for Parker. First one from LeBaron, the other two from Connor Polk, and lead back up to 9. Ball knocked away, and Parker comes up with it. There's about a 3-second differential between the shot and game clock. 30 on the game clock, and a carry violation on Cross will give it back to St. Anthony. So a careless turnover there will give it back to the Saints.
Yeah, second defender came up, and that really forced him to kind of shift the handling of the basketball, and just a little bit of a carry for that call to be made.
Well, that's my biggest gripe with the carry is that when it's called, you can call it almost any time.
Yeah, I know.
And that's what really, and again, I coach basketball, so I'm kind of venting a little bit here, but St. Anthony has it with 14 seconds remaining in the first half, 20-11. Warwick over to the corner, and a three-pointer is drilled by Jordan Anderson, his first bucket of the quarter, and that will do it for the first half. So what a way to end the half from St. Anthony with that three-point bomb from Anderson to bring the lead back down to 6. So 20-14 is our halftime score. We'll step aside for the halftime break. We'll come back with the second half here on PlayOnSports.com. Back here for the second half with Francis Parker and St. Anthony. Parker on top by 6. It will be St. Anthony basketball to start the second half. Again, St. Anthony, if you're watching at home, in the purple, and Parker in the home whites. Turnaround shot won't go from St. Anthony's Ross. Rebound comes down to LeBaron. Jenkins over to Bryce Fitzner. Jenkins pulls up from mid-range and will have his pass attempt knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Parker.
Yeah, Jonathan Ross getting aggressive, coming out from underneath the basket to defend the talented Jenkins there and knock his ball out of bounds.
Cross from straight away. Picks up his dribble over to Jenkins. Now to Evan Fitzner. And he has his pass knocked away. St. Anthony comes up with it. St. Anthony, Tony Warwick lays it up and in. And the lead down to 4, 20-16.
After that disastrous first quarter, Andrew, 11-11 quarter there for both teams. Played very even in the second quarter. So we expect a very good, highly contested contest here in the third.
Cross spins away from a defender, picks up his dribble, up to Bryce Fitzner. Fitzner will drive in, swings it out to his brother Evan. Evan for 3, won't go. LeBaron with the offensive rebound. Will bring it out to Cross, and he'll reset. And throws the ball away. And Frazier will lay it up and in. And the lead is now only 2. This is the closest St. Anthony has been in quite a while.
Yeah, the Lancers telegraphed that pass. That was an easy steal for Justin Frazier, who went all the way for the goal.
Cross to Evan Fitzner for 3. His shot won't go. Fight for the loose ball. St. Anthony has it, and we have a timeout called by the Saints. So they'll have possession, trailing by 2 with 6:27 when play resumes here on PlayOnSports.com.
30-second timeout.
We'll have live coverage of basketball from around the country coming in March as we hit the section and state championships. March Madness will reign around California and beyond, as we'll bring you action from one end of the country to the other. Join us in March for championship basketball coverage brought to you by your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
So 6:27 left here in the third. 20-18, Parker has the lead, but St. Anthony will have it. Parker has come out kind of lackadaisical here in the third and have turned it over.
A couple of bad passes and, timely defense by the Saints. Take a quick look at the leading scorers for the first half. It was Bryce Fitzner for the Lancers with 7. And for the Saints, J.J. Spears with 7 also.
Warwick drives in, has the ball knocked away. Jenkins now has it. Going the other way. Jenkins swings out to LeBaron up top to Fitzner. Fitzner in the lane, and he'll be fouled on the ground, and they'll inbound from underneath.
Yeah, good aggressive move by Fitzner. Knew he had a step advantage on Jonathan Ross and beat him to the goal. Ross picked up his second foul there.
No, they call that one on Nails. Alexander Nails with the personal. Offensive rebound from Fitzner, has it stripped away, and the Saints come back up with it. Work on the far side. Nice crossover. Gets into the paint, has the ball stripped away. Loose ball is picked up, but the shot won't go from Nails. But the offensive rebound from J.J. Spears, and he'll put it up and in, and we're all tied at 20.
Yeah, he's been a force on both glasses here in this game.
Jenkins has his shot knocked away. It will stay with Parker. Cross being guarded by Warwick. Warwick goes around the screen set by Fitzner. Outside now, Jenkins for 3. It rattles out, and the rebound comes down to St. Anthony, and the Saints have a chance to take the lead here for the first time this afternoon. And they throw the ball away. Bryce Fitzner has it. Fitzner swings it over to Evan. Evan will fire a 3, and nothing but net. Evan Fitzner with his 7th point of the ball game extends the lead back up to 3.
Yeah, look for the pass first, then saw the defense was not going to challenge him. Took that open 3 and drained it.
Jonathan Ross over now to Spears. Spears in the paint, puts up a tough shot, won't go, gets his own rebound, lays it up and in. I'll tell you, J.J. Spears has really impressed me in this ballgame. Only a junior, but he does all the dirty work and really can score from down low. Parker turns it over. Frazier now puts up a tough runner. Shot won't go. Offensive rebound, and the shot up and in from Nails. And the first lead of the game is taken by St. Anthony. Timeout is called by Parker. 24-23, 4:22 left in the third. St. Anthony on top.
Stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com postgame show, where we will select our player of the game and also have a live interview with that player. That's coming up. Found the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
So J.J. Spears leads all scorers with 10 in this ball game. Don't have his numbers on rebounds, but he has to be getting pretty close to double figures there as well.
Yeah, he's really been a force on both glasses, offensively and defensively, and really playing smart with the basketball. And you got to give the credit to the guards, because they've given him the ball in great outlets where he can either go strong in the basket or stop short and hit that short jumper. He's done an excellent job, and he's really been one of the leading forces on why the Saints team now has come back full circle and now lead it by 1 point.
So Parker finds themselves trailing for the first time. We'll see how they respond. St. Anthony putting on a full court press. Jenkins is able to get through it, has the ball knocked away, and a loose ball. We have a jump ball, and the arrow is going towards Parker.
I'll tell you, Justin Frazier has been really active defensively with his hands, sticking them out in those passing lanes and really making difficult shots and deflecting the ball away to one of his teammates. He's done a nice job here in the second half. Little subtle changes by the Saints defensively.
Bryce Fitzner almost travels, but was able to keep his foot down as he went up with it and came back down. Evan Fitzner has the ball knocked away, but a jump ball is called first, and the arrow this time will go towards St. Anthony.
Yeah, Frazier came over nicely, broke that play up, and tied up Fitzner. Now change of possession goes to the Saints.
Evan Fitzner with 3 points here in the corner. The only Parker Lancer to score in this third, as we're halfway through it. 3:59 left in the third. St. Anthony will try to extend their lead. Drew Reed from straight away picks up his dribble over to Warwick. Warwick, nice pass down low, and Nails can't finish. Offensive rebound, though, from Frazier. Frazier up to Reed. Reed's three-point shot is no good. Offensive rebound, and the putback is good. Alexander Nails. And the lead up to 3 for St. Anthony.
Now he's showing some aggressiveness off the glass. Him and Spears really dominating both offensively, defensively boards.
Evan Fitzner out to his brother Bryce for 3. It is short. Rebound is pulled down by Spears. Spears drives in off the glass and gets it to go.
Smart read by JJ. Sorry, he had a step advantage on both players and went straight to the goal for an easy hoop.
28-23, as it has been all St. Anthony here in the third quarter. Fitzner to Evan. Fitzner for 3. His shot won't go. And Warwick with the rebound. Warwick pushing, gets in the paint, puts a shot off the glass. Shot won't go. Rebound comes down to Evan Fitzner, and he is going to be fouled down low by Alexander Nails, his second personal.
Yeah, too aggressive right there, Alexander. As he tried to steal that ball away, got a lot of Fitzner's arm. But right now we're seeing from Francis Parker is not good ball movement that we saw in the first half, Andrew. And they're taking too many one-and-done shots, not getting on the boards aggressively like they did in the first half. They got to take a conscious effort now and get some rebounds on both offensively and defensive side.
28-23, 2:49 left in the third. Cross bringing the ball up. He's able to break the press. Swings out to Evan Fitzner for 3 from the left side. Won't go. Rebound comes down to Frazier. Frazier to Reed. Reed gets baseline. Now will swing it back up to Frazier for 3 off the back of the rim. And Khalil Jenkins with the rebound for the Lancers. Now Evan Fitzner has it. Gets in the paint. Nice pass down low to LeBaron. He'll put it up and in.
Smart read by Evan Fitzner. Brought the defense towards him. That allowed LeBaron to swing to the basket for an easy hoop.
Again, Evan Fitzner only a junior, showing his ability to pass the rock as well. Knocked away. Jenkins comes up with the steal. And he'll get it out to Cross, and Cross will put it up and in. So Parker pulls back to within 1. Reed drives in, swings it to the corner to Ross. Jonathan Ross from mid-range now gets it to Lister. Lister from the free throw line swings back to Reed. Reed in the corner, drives baseline, swings it to the other corner. Frazier for 3, won't go. Rebound, offensive rebound from Warwick. Lister from the free throw line, his shot off the glass and too strong. Jenkins with the rebound for Parker, and Evan Fitzner has the ball from the wing. Parker can reclaim the lead with 1:24 left here in the third. 28-27, Plays back into the ball game. To Jenkins. Jenkins back to Evan Fitzner. 17 on the shot clock. Jenkins, nice catch on the baseline. Swings it out to Plays. Plays puts up a runner and got it.
You must have watched a little Steve Nash yesterday with that running little floater into the lane.
And Parker on a mini 6-0 run to reclaim the lead. Back on top by 1. 29-28, 57 seconds remaining. Work to Reed. Reed on the corner, or on the wing. Reed over to Frazier. Frazier has Plays on him. Swings it across to Jonathan Ross. Ross in the paint. Has a shot blocked away by Evan Fitzner. And Jenkins has it.
Great timing by Fitzner on that block.
Jenkins drives. Mid-range shot. Pull up. No good. Rebound from Jonathan Ross. And they can hold for the final shot here in the quarter if they elect to do so. 20 seconds to go, and it looks like they will. Warwick just standing about a foot in front of the half-court line in no rush. Now down to 11 seconds. Now will make his move. Gets in the paint, swings it outside. Frazier for 3 off the front of the rim. And the rebound comes down to Evan Fitzner. 1 second remaining. And was there a foul on the full court shot attempt? That's what I am. Let's see, the referees are going to talk about it. Now they're going to.
Oh, I thought there was a foul.
No, that's what the.
I think they dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, then the coaching staff for St. Anthony, I thought they thought that a foul was called, but no foul. 29-28, and Parker will end the third quarter with the 1-point advantage here on PlayOnSports.com.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchup like the one you're enjoying here this afternoon? Then tell your school to sign up for Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter, and you can have access to thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination. For high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
So, Thomas, 1 quarter remaining here, 29-28. Parker has the lead. And that was a quarter of some runs as St. Anthony looked like they were going to open that one up a little bit. And then Parker, showing a lot of heart, came storming back and reclaimed the lead.
Yeah, if you're Coach Toma, you still tell your squad, we faced their best challenge, and we still lead this game by 1 point. Let's finish it here in the fourth quarter.
So Plays has the basketball, trying to extend the lead. Dribbles, swings to Cross, and throws it out of bounds. It will go back to St. Anthony. So just underway here in the fourth, and Parker turns it over on their first possession. Reed swings over to the left wing. Mid-range shot off the back of the rim. That one from Green, his first shot attempt.
Great rebound by Andrew Cross. Went up high to get that ball.
And Cross is fouled away from the bucket. That one going against Warwick.
Fouls charge number 10, Tony Warwick.
That's his second personal, and the third team foul going against the Saints.
Yeah, if you're both coaching staffs, Andrew, got to be happy. Nobody's in serious foul trouble. Jenkins got those 3 first half fouls, didn't commit one there in the third quarter, so everybody looks fine for this final frame.
Cross over to Polk, who had a couple big threes earlier in the ball game. Back to Pelays. Pelays, nice pass inside to Fitzner. Now he'll give it right back to Pelays. Nice crossover. Swings it back to Fitzner. Now to Cross for three. And his three-point shot attempt is short. And the rebound is pulled down by Frazier. And shot attempt won't go from Spears.
Oh, Nails got it.
And Nails gets the offensive rebound and puts it up and in and gives St. Anthony the lead again, 30-29 in this back-and-forth ball game.
Yeah, he fell over one of the Fitzner boys who were on the ground to make that shot. Great concentration.
Cross. Nice move, goes baseline, and throws the ball away. Reed comes up with it. Reed swings it over to Frazier, and Frazier in the corner. Now we'll go baseline. Back up top. Reed will open look, passes up on it, dribbles up for a mid-range shot. That shot won't go, and Polk with the rebounds. Someone else needs to step up here for St. Anthony, as it's been Nails and Spears really doing the bulk of the scoring.
Yeah, Frazier, their leading scorer, has been really silent all game long, only 2 points, and that came on a little jumper in the third quarter.
6 minutes to go in regulation, 30-29. Polk's three-point shot attempt is partially blocked, goes out of bounds. It will stay with Parker with 13 on the shot clock.
Yeah, great reaction there by Justin Frazier coming out, defending that shot, and blocked it out of bounds.
And a timeout on the court. So with 5:56 left in regulation, St. Anthony on top by 1, 30-29.
Under Armour is a presenting sponsor of the 23rd Annual Holiday Classic here at Torrey Pines. A proud supporter of high school athletics, Under Armour technology is complex, but its mission is simple: to make all athletes better through passion, design, and a relentless pursuit of innovation. To find out more or place an order, visit underarmour.com today.
I'm Andrew Jensen alongside Thomas Conroy. Again, I want to thank you all for tuning in wherever you may be listening from. Hope everyone has been having a great holiday season. As we are in game one of many here live from Torrey Pines High in northern San Diego County.
Yeah, we'll be going on until probably about 10 or 11 o'clock tonight. Usually the last game ends around that time.
It won't be me, but yeah, we'll have
somebody will be here. From our
but
crew.
there is great matchups all the way through. You and I have the next game as well, which is shaping up, or looks like it'll be a great matchup. Lincoln coming in from Tacoma, Washington, taking on Army-Navy from Carlsbad, very close to where we are now. That should be a heck of a matchup, and what a great way, I mean, to start this tournament, the matchup we have right now coming down to the wire.
Yeah, and then coming up later, Windward, Newark Memorial, Taft, and just Bishop O'Dowd, and just a lot of great schools, just to name a few.
Back underway, 7 on the shot clock. Polk had an open look, passes up on it, now to Pelays. 3 on the shot clock. I don't know if you realize it. Swings out to Fitzner. The cross, he won't beat the shot clock, and that is coming out of a timeout. And if your coach told me, you have to be disappointed. You have to be aware, especially as the point guard, how much time is on the shot clock.
Oh, boy, that is a stickler for coaches. You got to have court awareness.
Well, coming out of a timeout especially, right. You know he talked about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's usually the first word out of any coach is how many seconds are on the clock.
So Reed has it now for St. Anthony. He puts up a floater, got it to go. Drew Reed, his first bucket.
First opening for any of the Saints guards into that lane, and he took it nicely to the basket.
Evan Fitzner over now to Polk. Trying to get it to Bryce Fitzner. Has it knocked away momentarily, but Evan Fitzner is able to get it back, and now we have a jump ball. And the arrow is pointing towards, I believe, St. Anthony. Yes, it is.
Khalil Jenkins, number 14.
J.J. Spears looked like he got an errant elbow from Evan Fitzner when they were tossing for that ball.
In a game like this where scoring is hard to come by, every possession is so crucial. So right now you kind of get that feel that if St. Anthony can score here and get a 5 or 6 point lead, you know, they'll be in decent shape with 5 minutes to go. Obviously a lot of time left, but scoring has definitely been at a premium here this morning. Frazier swings over to Green, back to Frazier. Now to Warwick. 10 on the shot clock. Warwick just in front of the half-court line. Now will dribble towards the top of the key. Fires over to Frazier for 3. Got it! And Frazier picked a perfect time, if you're a St. Anthony fan, to knock down his first 3 of the game.
Yeah, got his feet set, waited for that pass, and took a good jumper.
Foul called on the other end. That's going against Duze Green.
Foul charge number 23, Duze Green.
And that's his first personal and the 4th on the team. 4:28 left here in the fourth, 35-29. St. Anthony has the lead. Parker has the basketball. Fitzner gets it inbounded to Jenkins. Jenkins back to Fitzner. Over to Cross. Now Bryce Fitzner has it. Swings out. LeBaron for three. It's short. Offensive rebound by Bryce. Fitzner puts it up and in.
Oh, he had to go between two St. players to get that rebound and put it up strong for the points. Nice play.
35-31, 4:02 left. Warwick swings out to Frazier. Frazier back to Warwick.
Lancer's defense keeping everything out of the perimeter now, not allowing anything to get in tight to Spears as they're double teaming them.
Warwick clears through, misses the layup, and the rebound comes down to Evan Fitzner. Jenkins bringing the ball up and waited a little bit too long, and Coach Tomey is screaming at him because he would have had Fitzner wide open on the left side, and Jenkins took a little bit too long to get it to him, and Tomey let him hear it.
Yeah, you got to play smart right now. You looked a little tentative on that drive.
3:33 left in the fourth, 4-point game. Parker throws the ball away. Spears driving in. Spears is hit from behind. That's going to be an intentional foul on Cross. And Cross, the freshman, and that was the right call, but you have to make a play at the ball, and Cross just blatantly grabbed the shoulders of Spears, not making a play at the ball, and that's an easy intentional foul call.
Yeah, I don't think he anticipated how fast Spears was when he got open. He thought he could keep up with him, and then Spears just blew by him, and as you said, not a smart play. You got to play the basketball, and he could have easily have done that.
And that's a freshman mistake there from Andrew Cross, just trying to stop him. And you hear it all the time. And again, you know, for me being a coach, I say this to my players all: don't give anybody a free open layup, make them earn it. So you hear that, and you got to think he's trying to do that. But at the same time, you have to make a play at the ball. You can't just blatantly foul somebody. And Spears knocks down free throw number one. Second free throw is up, and second one no good, but St. Anthony will have possession.
I'll tell you, J.J. Spears, if they come on and hold on to this lead, he has to be considered for player of the game here because he really kept this team afloat when they were struggling.
Spears gets it inbounded to Reed. 3:24 left in regulation. Fresh shot clock. Reed being guarded by LeBaron. Down to Spears. Spears in the paint. Turnaround shot. Won't go. And the rebound is pulled down by Bryce Fitzner.
Yeah, he got double teamed there. Spears made a nice shot there. Just didn't come through for him.
Evan Fitzner gets in the lane. Right-handed runner is good. Nice European move right there from Evan Fitzner. Kind of looked like a Pau Gasol move there in the paint.
I like that. Use your 6'9" frame. And that's exactly what he did right there to get that easy hoop.
2:50 left, 3-point lead for St. Anthony. They have the basketball. J.J. Spears gets in the paint, off the glass, misses, and Jenkins with the rebounds. Parker trying one last push here. Only down 3, 2:35 remaining. Jenkins swings out the Fitzner for three for the tie, no good. And the rebound is controlled by LeBaron. LeBaron in the paint, his shot won't go, and out of bounds to St. Anthony. Wow.
Great effort by LeBaron, just couldn't put it in the goal. Frustrating as we're going to get a timeout here.
Evan Fitzner had a wide open look at it to tie, but couldn't get it to go. And we have a timeout on the court called by St. Anthony. So with 2:25 left in regulation, St. Anthony on top by 3, 36-33.
We'll have live coverage of basketball from around the country in March as we hit the section and state championships. March Madness will reign around California and beyond as we'll bring you action from one end of the country to the other. So join us in March for championship basketball coverage brought to you by your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
It's pretty scary to think, you know, when you hear the word March, you think it's a long way away, but really it's only a couple months away, and we're going to be up to our nose with basketball,
I love
which
it.
I love.
It's my favorite
no
time of the year.
Here.
Yeah, love it. Love this. Love the atmosphere of the tournament action, and again, this just gets you a little tuned up for what comes in roughly about 2 months.
You and I had the opportunity to go up to Rancho Cucamonga, the Ontario area up in Riverside County here in Southern California, and call some of the Division 4 and 5 championship games over the past few years. And what an experience, and college coaches in attendance. You have college scouts in attendance, great athletes, and always a good time.
If I remember a few years ago, you had the opportunity to watch a little basketball with Steve Fisher
head coach
for the start of our game.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Steve Fisher, the head coach for San Diego State, very personable, just watching the game like a regular fan. Got a lot of respect for him, not only as a coach, but as a person.
Two mainstays of the San Diego basketball scene just watching a game.
Yeah, of course. Of course, me being first.
Yeah, exactly.
So St. Anthony will inbound here. They're just going to run some clock with 2:09 left. In no hurry, Reed has it and just holding on to it as the shot clock is ticking away. 14, still hasn't moved. 13. I think St. Anthony at this point, you can't be too conservative. I mean, right now you got that feel that they're playing not to lose rather than playing to win.
I hate that. Play your offense. And
2 seconds left, and Warwick's going to have to – it'll be a shot clock violation, or they're going to say Parker had possession of it before the buzzer sounded.
Yeah, good steal by Jenkins, I believe.
So basically a wasted possession there from St. Anthony. Just let 35 seconds run off the clock and didn't even get a shot off. Jenkins drives, baseline, puts it up and in.
You know, he might have jumped a little early, Andrew, but great recognition as he kind of changed his shot there, took a nice open layup, so good play there.
And Reed dribbles it off his foot, giving it back to Parker. And Parker all of a sudden will have a chance to retake the lead with 1:22 left in this one.
You know, you have to play with what you are, Andrew. And this is a good timeout by Coach Cooper because his team, you know, that might not have been the great kind of dose to kind of take. They wanted the Lancers, obviously, to come out defensively and challenge them so they could use their athleticism. And you can't just hold the basketball and kind of throw it around.
You know, St. Anthony does something that's very unique. When they call a timeout, their coaches goes towards center court, all 4 of them, and talk. They don't let the players talk among themselves, and then the coaches talk. And they've been doing this all game, and it's the first time I've ever seen that.
I think it's smart because you come in with one statement and you get everybody in. Usually in huddles that I've been in, you get, like, unfortunately, you get 2 or 3 guys talking to one coach and then the others talking to another coach, and you kind of don't get the one message. And I think that's a smart way of doing it, the way the Saints do it here.
Yeah, their coaches meet at midcourt. They talk for about 30 seconds or so, then head back to the huddle and then tell their players what they want to hear. And
I think Coach Cooper was like, we held the basketball. That's not the way I want to finish this game out with 1:22 to go. Let's go back to our old style of running our offense and just play the chips the way they may be.
So Parker here with the opportunity to reclaim the lead with 1:22 left. Ball is inbounded to Cross. He is in the backcourt being guarded by Reed. And Cross has it taken away by Reed. Just a beautiful steal.
Great read by Reed. As he took it, no pun intended, but boy, he took it right away from Cross. Nicely done.
Ross from mid-range thought about the shot. Now over to Spears. He is just in front of the three-point line. Now spins into the paint. Puts up a tough shot. Won't go. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up and in.
Off his own miss, number 25.
They had the advantage they wanted right there. Spears against Fitzner. He took it right to the goal. Fitzner played good defense. Could not box him out as he got that offensive rebound for the goal.
Cross swings outside. Wide open 3 for Fitzner. Got it. And we're all tied at 38 with 38 seconds remaining.
Well, Fitzner was waiting in the corner. It seems like the last 4 possessions, just waiting for that opening on that three-point shot. That time he got it and canned it, and we're going to have a tie game, as Andrew said.
So 38 all with 38 seconds remaining here in this one as Fitzner drills the 3 from the corner to tie it up, coming off of the made basket on the other end from J.J. Spears. So now if you're St. Anthony, there's a 3-second differential. I'm assuming here their game plan is to get it to Spears.
Yeah, I would think so. He has a hot hand. He has 16 points in the game. And really right now you want to get him, if you can get him down a low box on Bryce Fitzner, you got to let him use his athleticism. They get around Fitzner and get to that basket. But one thing they got to be worried about is his brother Evan. He could come over from the weak side and make that shot tough if he breaks away from his defender. So you tell Spears to look for that side. Maybe you might catch an opportunity for an easy basket if Fitzner comes over to double team.
And right now, only one team foul. Only one team foul against Francis Parker. So they have some fouls to give here. You got to wonder, they wouldn't do it with the time differential, but So they have the luxury to play a little bit more aggressive. Warwick swings back up to Frazier. Frazier for three. Got it! Justin Frazier drills the three. Bryce Fitzner now on the corner. Dribbling in the paint, has the ball knocked away, is able to get it back. Evan Fitzner for the tie. Got it!
Back-to-back threes. Unbelievable. One great shot after another.
Is this game one of a tournament, or is this March already? Holy cow.
Yeah, two great shots, two big clutch shots. Again, with Warwick getting onto the St. Anthony's shot, Warwick brought that defense towards him, quickly cut it out over to Ross in the corner, who got it outside to Frazier with nobody on him, hit a three, and once again, Bryce Fitzner gets inside in the paint. Defense converges on him. He saw the opening for his brother Evan beyond the three, and he hit it. Nicely done.
So 7 seconds remaining. St. Anthony will have an opportunity at the final shot here, and we may be heading to overtime.
Yeah, and you talk about big players. Fitzner was at 7 points, kind of quiet, has 8 already in this fourth quarter. Justin Frazier had only 2 points heading into the fourth quarter, has hit for 6 here in this final frame. Both players coming up big for their squads.
Here we go, 7.7 remaining. Francis Parker putting on a full court press, and again, they have fouls to give, so I'll be surprised if they just don't foul.
Oh.
And a travel is going to be called on Reed as he trips down.
Oh, you better watch it.
He very easily could have got teed up right there as Reed picked up the ball and slammed it to the ground.
And Parker is saying
that very easily could have been a technical.
Yeah, he said he got tripped up. I didn't see it.
Parker, as Khalil Jenkins from 3/4 of the court won't go, and we're head to overtime in game one.
I'll tell you, if he put that on the rim, he would have had a basket there. Great shot there by Jenkins to get himself an opportunity to take that final shot and really come close to making a game winner.
Woo. So Reed trips on one end, gives the ball back to Parker. They can't hit from about half court, and we're heading to overtime with 4 minutes of extra basketball.
And I like that one of the assistant coaches went to Drew Reed and told him, hey, you got lucky there because he slammed the basketball. And I think he reminded him, don't ever let your emotions get caught up here. You got to play smart because you didn't want this game to end on a technical foul.
And that very easily could have been a technical. I mean, the rule states that anytime a player throws the ball in frustration or disgust and with intent, which he obviously did there,
right.
Referee has every right to call the technical, and I like the referee for not calling it there. This game has been too good of a game to have it end on a technical free throw.
And that's big for you saying that, being a coach. The referees made the right call.
Yeah, you're not going to hear it from me very often, but
mark that tape there. Mark that tape because
you're not going to hear me very often saying the referees made a right call, but they definitely did a right call there. As looking at some of our colleagues here eating some lunch, and
hey, you might as well load up. It's nice.
So here we go with extra basketball. Fitzner will jump. Team fouls will stay the same, 4 for St. Anthony and 1 for Parker. And Parker will start the extra frame with the basketball. Jenkins over to Cross. Back to Bryce Fitzner. To Jenkins, 20 on the shot clock. Jenkins being guarded by Spears. Jenkins swings over to LeBaron, and LeBaron tries to get it down low to Bryce Fitzner, but can't hold on to it, and it'll roll out of bounds back to the Saints.
Yeah, that was going to be too tough of a pass. Defense was in tight, down on the low post on Fitzner. LeBaron had to take that shot, chose to make the pass, and created the turnover.
3.5 to go in overtime. Frazier, who's come up big in the fourth quarter, has the basketball. To Ross. Ross trying to get it back to Frazier. Frazier gets in the paint, puts up a wild shot. Won't go. Spears knocks it out of bounds. It will go back to Parker, but you got to wonder what was Frazier thinking there.
Yeah, got caught up in the air, Andrew. Didn't have a passing lane, and he had to make that crazy shot. And so 2 turnovers, not good offense there on either team to start off the overtime frame.
Cross brings it across, being guarded by Reed. Back over to LeBaron, now to Jenkins. 15 on the shot clock. Up top to Bryce Fitzner. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Evan has it now. 6 crosses over, 5 on the shot clock. Evan Fitzner off the glass, won't go. Rebound comes down to Spears. Spears to Frazier. Frazier's back to Spears. Spears lays it up, but he is fouled, and he'll head to the line to shoot, too. He wanted to dunk that and was fouled and will head to the line to shoot, too.
He would have dunked it if Justin Frazier gave him a better look at the basket. He passed it a little bit too late, and he's lucky that Bryce Fitzner didn't react to that pass. He would have stolen that basketball.
Number 25, J.J. Spears.
Bryce Fitzner was called for the personal, his first. Spears at the line trying to give the Saints a lead again and knocks down free throw number 1.
Checking in number 12, Michael Palaise, replacing.
And Palaise will come back in for cross. 2:35 remaining.
Interesting substitution by Coach Tomey. Palaise really handles the basketball well, so he has almost now 2 point guards in the backcourt.
Spears misses the second attempt. So St. Anthony on top by 1 with 2:27 remaining. Palaise has it on the left wing. Now to Jenkins. Jenkins drives in, creates some contact. They're going to call that offensive. And that will be number 4 on Jenkins. Give credit to Nails for taking the charge.
Player control foul number 10. Khalil Jenkins.
And that's on the other side of where we're seated. So we're seating. So I really can't comment too far if that was the right call or not. But the referee said that Nails had position and Jenkins ran him over.
Yeah, from our distance, it looked like it was the right call. But as you said, you got to make sure that those feet are set for that call to be made.
Frazier from the free throw line pulls up, misses everything. And Palaise will get it back. 2:08 left in overtime number 1. 42-41, St. Anthony on top. But Parker has the basketball. Jenkins with 18 on the shot clock. Now to Palaise. Palaise asking for a screen. Will get it. Drives baseline. Swings out to a wide open LeBaron for 3 off the side of the rim. No good. Great look by Palaise, but LeBaron could not finish.
Yeah, great read by Blaze, as you said. And LeBaron got to make that shot.
Or excuse me, I was calling that LeBaron. That's Gluck who missed that shot. .123.
Timeout by St. Anthony.
Timeout on the court. I think that is LeBaron. He may have just changed jerseys because there may have been blood on
I got you.
Another.
I think you're right because I see they're working on a jersey there behind the basket. I mean, behind the bench.
Yeah.
Excuse me, behind the bench. I saw
and you can see there's a little bit of blood on the jersey he's wearing now.
Yeah.
So it looks like maybe
he might have gotten scratched underneath the basket, fighting for a rebound, which is commonplace in basketball.
At any rate, it'll be St. Anthony basketball once play resumes. They have a 1-point lead, 42-41. There'll be 12 seconds on the shot clock. Big possession here for the Saints.
Yeah, they're in a sticky situation right here, Andrew, only being up 1 because I think they're going to have to make a basket here because you don't want to go down too many times defensively, trailing by 1, thinking that your defense can hold a team scoreless here in overtime. So they got to play smart here on this possession and realize 12 seconds, so you got to get your shot off quickly. I'm looking, you look quickly inside the Spears. If it isn't there, then one of your guards are going to have to take a shot.
So St. Anthony will inbound from right in front of their bench. 1:21 on the game clock, 12 on the shot clock. Inbounded to Spears. Spears goes baseline, has the ball knocked away, and a travel was called. Giving it back to Parker.
Yeah, he had to go up strong if he's going to do that reverse layup there. Did not go strong enough.
You can see right on LeBaron's right side there's blood on that jersey. Jenkins with 4 fouls, bringing the ball up, crosses over, has Frazier on him. 1:08 left in the ball game. Palaise on the wing, swings it down low. Beautiful pass, wide open is Evan Fitzner.
Yeah, broke away from his defender, quietly got underneath the basket, made the play. Nicely done by the junior.
And give Palaise credit for finding him down there. The freshman guard.
Yeah, he's shown you all game long, Palaise, the freshman. He can get that ball inside. I mean, they got 2 young guards, the sophomore Jenkins and Palaise, a freshman, that can really dish the basketball.
So Frazier now bringing the ball up. St. Anthony trails, the first time they've trailed in a long time. He took the lead early in the third quarter and has held on to it up until this point. 45 seconds remaining. Reed drives in. Reed loses control of it, is able to get it back. Now back up top to Warwick. 13 on the shot clock, 37 on the game clock. Warwick spins out to Reed. Reed, nice pass down low, nails. He can't get the shot to go. Rebound is controlled by Jenkins. Jenkins has the ball knocked out of bounds, and it goes to Parker.
Wow. Tough call right there. Two defenders. I thought it went off of Jenkins, but it did not.
Well, I think there could have been a foul called that he let go, and instead of calling the foul, just gave it to Parker. Because Jenkins was being held. It did go off of Jenkins, but he was being held, and I think the referee, again, instead of calling the foul, just said, hey, you can just have, we'll give him the basketball.
And Justin Frazier there fouls Pelays, who kind of was having a hard time handling that basketball. Thought he could get a quick steal and got his wrist.
And there's a foul on the inbound. Pelays was being held.
Number 2 again, Frazier.
Commits his second personal.
So no time running off the clock. 16 foul. So the next one will send Parker to the line for 1-and-1. Jenkins has it knocked away. It goes out of bounds. It will stay with Parker.
Oh, it hit her off his chest. How could you miss that? I mean, that hit right off of Jenkins' chest.
Cross is fouled in the backcourt by Warwick, and now Cross, the freshman, will head to the line for 1-and-1.
Smart reaction there by the Saints. You don't want to take too much time off the clock so you can give yourself another possession. And now you're going to put a freshman on the line who only has 2 points in the game and see if he can extend this lead a bit. It's a gamble, but I like it. It's a good gamble.
Replacing number 10, Tony Warren. Shooting the 1-and-1 for the Lancers.
So Cross at the line, shooting 1-and-1. 21.9 left. Cross, the front end is up and no good. Rims out, and the rebound comes down to St. Anthony.
Spears once again, great rebound.
Spears has it, drives in, and he is going to get called for an offensive foul as Jenkins takes the charge.
Player control foul number 25, J.J. Spears. His first personal foul, 8th.
And that will give it back to Parker with 15.4 remaining.
That was going to be a tough play for Spears. The defense was collapsing on him. It was going to be tough for him to get through 2 defenders. He should have been smart and kick it back outside.
Timeout taken by Francis Parker.
So Parker calls the timeout to talk it over. And the coaching staff right now for St. Anthony talking with the referee, all 4 of them are saying, come on.
Well, I would argue about the inbound pass to Jenkins because it clearly went off of his chest, and the referee already was pointing towards Parker. I mean, you got to watch the play, and sometimes these referees at all levels, they're calling fouls now before they actually occur. We saw it yesterday in the Knicks-Laker game when Evan Meeks gets an inbounds and basically is waiting for a Knicks player to foul him. He moves his feet. They didn't call traveling. They immediately called the foul on the Knicks before they even got a foul, before they even touched Meeks. So, once again, you cannot anticipate a foul. Play the game and call the game, not what you think is going to happen.
Preaching to the choir, Thomas. 15.4 remaining here as LeBaron's going to inbound from underneath. His team up by 1. We're still in the 1-and-1. As Parker looks like they put their free throw shooting team. They got Connor Polk into the ball game, who hasn't played. He had a big second quarter with a couple threes and hasn't really seen a lot of action since, but now back on the court, you got to think he is one of their better free throw shooters.
Yeah, you would think 6-footer. Looks like they're setting something up for him. Now we're having, is there a substitution? Is it
something going on with the scorer's table that
clock?
Is not quite right?
The little clock move? I mean, it's 14-3. Is that right? I didn't see it. Last time I checked, it was around 20.
So
20-second mark, excuse me.
No, they're going to put 15.7 on there. 15.7, 43-42. LeBaron trying to get the ball inbounded, gets it into Fitzner, and Fitzner, a jump ball is called, and the arrow is going towards St. Anthony. I think the referee heard what you were talking about, and instead of calling a foul right away.
Hey, that's the right call. It was a bad pass by LeBaron. He didn't throw it. He threw it up high, and that's almost like a fair catch in football. You throw it high, both teams are going to go after it. The play right there for LeBaron was not to throw it to Fitzner. It was to throw it outside to Jenkins, who was all alone here in the corner to our right. And that was just a really not a smart play by LeBaron.
13.5 remaining, so about a second came off. Now St. Anthony can hold for the final shot if they elect to do so. And as a coach, what I would tell my team here is shoot, give yourself a chance at the offensive rebound. So you want to shoot not too late, but not too soon as well, because you don't want to score and then give Francis Parker too much time if you happen to score to come back down. So you want to shoot with maybe, I guess there is only 13 seconds left. So I would, at this point, can't be too picky. You take the first shot that's available at this point.
Well, I'm looking at, I'm just looking at the stats. Justin Frazier in the fourth quarter had 6 points, and J.J. Spears had 4. So I'm looking for those two guys to take this shot. They seem like they're putting up numbers, especially in crunch time. If it isn't there for Spears, as you said, kick it back outside and try to work a play for Frazier to get himself open.
Well, St. Anthony, if they have a best inbound play, this is the time to use it. Warwick is going to inbound, having a hard time getting it inbounded, and calls a timeout. Very close to a 5-second call. Coach Cooper is yelling at Drew Reed, saying, hey, you got to move sooner, as he wasn't going using the screen.
Smart play by the senior Warwick right there, Andrew. Just before he got the ball from their official, he went to his coach and said, how many timeouts do we have left? And Coach Cooper said 1, and then so he had it in his head that if it wasn't there immediately, he was going to call a timeout and not make a bad pass. And right there, that's a smart play by the senior, recognizing nothing's there, making sure he has a timeout before the play, and then made it.
So their final timeout. Parker, keep in mind, they have fouls to give. They only have 3 team fouls, so they can foul 3 more times before it would result in free throws, I mean, assuming they don't foul on the shot. So something to keep in mind. Coach Tomey is definitely aware of that, the collegiate coach at one point, and one of the better coaches in the San Diego area for many, many years. So keep in mind that may be a possibility, but you want to tell your teams if you're going to do that, make sure there's no doubt that they are not shooting, because you don't want to foul while they shoot to put them at the line.
Now Nails is going to inbound the ball.
So Nails looking for the inbound. Got Frazier. Frazier gets in the paint, puts up a tough shot off the glass, won't go. Rebound by Spears. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Spears in the paint, has the shot knocked away, and they need to foul. And they foul LeBaron with 0.1 remaining. They may have to add a little bit of time here, but
Spears, when he got that rebound, Andrew, he had a guy in the corner, I believe, Warwick. He could have kicked it back out to, tried to make the more difficult play going baseline. He had to go through both Fitzner brothers, and that just wasn't going to be a promising opportunity there for him.
And they're not going to add time, so realistically, this game's over, because you have to have 0.3 seconds to get a shot off. And rebound is controlled, and that is it. Parker wins it 43-42, and they give you the game ball, Thomas.
Yeah.
As the ball is thrown up here. So our player of the game, I think there's no doubt about it, goes to Evan Fitzner, who hit big shot after big shot to tie this game up. So we'll step aside. We'll try to grab him for a quick interview. Again, 43-42 the final here on PlayOnSports.com. Parker beats St. Anthony.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Welcome back to PlayOnSports.com, where our player of the game, Evan Fitzner, joins us now after his team wins 43-42 over St. Anthony. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
Now, you finished with 19 points. You only had 7 going into the fourth quarter, and then you started hitting. Talk about your performance and what changed from the third going into fourth and overtime.
Yeah, well, I got off to a rough start, and my coaches and teammates were really good at just telling me to keep taking all the shots I get that are open, and I guess I just kind of turned it around when I made my first one, and I started getting into a little bit of a groove, and then it just kind of took off from there.
Do you prefer the pressure? Because a lot of your shots came when you really needed them. Your team was trailing, and it depended on you making it. So do you like the pressure on you?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. It's all that more. It's all the better when you step up and make the big shot.
Now, you're only a junior,
yes,
and you have all sorts of schools looking at you now. Are you leaning one way or the other? Or you still have your options open? Or
yeah, I'm just keeping everything open right now. I don't know when I'll start narrowing schools down, but there's a lot of schools I'm really interested in at this point. So it's good, though. I'm just really happy to be going through the process and everything.
Now, talk about this Parker team. You guys have had a lot of close calls, and you guys come out on top. I mean, is that the coaching staff, the players, or a little bit of both? Or
I think it's both, but for the most part, the way we practice really translates to how we play in games. Just always playing hard, and I don't know, that kind of just translates to crunch time, I guess.
Yeah. That was Evan Fitzner, our player of the game here on PlayOnSports.com. Stay tuned, and we'll come back with the second game from this afternoon from Torrey Pines High in just a bit.
Good.
All right, man. Thanks. Good job.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.